The actions described in this video are based upon real-life events that are currently unfolding. The events recounted reflect the author's own viewpoint. These events involve Jason Valasek, an Arizona resident and small business owner, an employee of Chase Bank, and an ex-felon recently released from prison. In the early months of 2022, through a series of covert communications, the Chase Bank employee and the ex-felon orchestrated an elaborate scheme to remove Jason from his bank account. Further actions led to depleting Jason's account of nearly $400,000. On September 15, 2022, the ex-felon cleared 100% of the available funds in Jason's bank account, then closed Jason's bank account without his knowledge or consent. The meticulous planning and series of concealed events enacted to pull off this scheme had been accomplished without Jason's knowledge or awareness that such a scheme was even possible. Jason has loyally banked with Chase for nearly 25 years. Jason's entire adult life has consisted of maintaining multiple income streams and a full-time job in order to generate enough income to build his business from the ground up without any loans, and keeping the business debt-free. In 2021, Jason's business started to garner the attention of several investors, and Jason's business was growing faster than ever before. During the months of February 2022 to March of 2022, the employee of Chase Bank was baited to engage in secret communications with non-authorized signatories of Jason's bank account. Upon discovering Jason had been unknowingly removed from his bank account, Jason later learned the secret communications with non-authorized signatories was arranged by the ex-felon. The concealed conversation among the employee and other non-authorized signatories was a calculated scheme designed to remove Jason from his bank account. The scheme required elaborate, detailed, and time-sensitive planning in order to successfully execute the heist without Jason's knowledge or consent. After the events had already been put into motion that led to the removal of Jason from his bank account, Jason discovered the covert scheme had already been underway several weeks, possibly months, prior to the day it was successfully executed. The Chase Bank employee and non-authorized signatories continued their normal conversations with Jason while the scheme was being carefully devised in order to distract Jason from these covert actions. The Chase Bank employee had only known Jason for a few months. The ex-felon was recently released from prison. Due to the ex-felon's criminal background, Chase Bank had refused the ex-felon from opening his own bank account. In order for the ex-felon to have a bank account, he must be added to an existing bank account that is already opened and owned by a trusted account opener. Which leaves the question, how many others helped in planning the elaborate scheme in order for the ex-felon to gain access to Jason's bank account? As it stands currently, Jason has not yet discovered if the employee was duped into helping the ex-felon. Or did the ex-felon make promises to the employee in exchange for helping the ex-felon and non-authorized signatories take control of Jason's bank account? To make things worse, Chase Bank is refusing communication with Jason and refusing to explain the series of events that led to the ex-felon stealing $320,504.24 from Jason's bank account, and further allowing the ex-felon to proceed with closing Jason's bank account without his knowledge or consent. As it stands, Chase Bank is refusing to take accountability for the actions enacted by their employee. When Jason discovered that these events had been so elaborately planned by the Chase Bank employee and non-authorized signatories, Jason immediately escalated these events to Chase Bank's Executive Council. Chase Bank's Executive Council elected to suspend all banking activities pending further instructions, demonstrating their uncertainty regarding the appropriate course of action to take. After weeks of no help from Chase Bank, Jason's business began to deteriorate as Chase Bank and the non-authorized signatories had locked up all financial means to keep the business afloat. The actions set in motion by these individuals have destroyed Jason's business, leaving Jason with nearly $3 million of debt. Left with little to no options, Jason has reported these actions to the FDIC, the Attorney General, the Phoenix Police Department, the Scottsdale Police Department, and the FBI Crimes Division. As a result of Jason's depleted bank account, Jason has been forced to represent himself in lawsuits against Chase Bank, the employee of Chase Bank, and the non-authorized signatories that enacted these events. Jason hopes this is not the end, but the beginning of rebuilding something better. If you're watching this video, Jason could use all the help he can get. Please share this video with anyone who might be able to help. Jason has made several attempts to contact as many Chase Bank executives as possible in hopes of creating resolution. Jason is optimistic to believe there are executives at Chase Bank that would be appalled to learn of these events. Jason desperately hopes someone with the authority to provide relief will step in and do so any way they can. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please share with others. As more updates arise, Jason will share new events as they continue to unfold.